Gareth, goalless in Slovenia. Just give us your thoughts on the game, first of all.
Well, I think we knew it would be a difficult game. Slovenia have some exciting players, but actually the problems that we had tonight were our own cause, our own mistakes and one or two chances from set plays. So in the end, at that end, we owe our goalkeeper for an outstanding performance to keep the clean sheet. Might have had a couple ourselves, but a couple of times our final pass on what was a difficult pitch wasn't quite there.
They made it very difficult. The pitch was awful, to be honest with you. But obviously it's the same for both teams, and you know, credit to them sometimes when they make it tough like that. We know that we're playing against teams that they like to sit back in. These come at us a little bit more, especially I thought we started slow. The start of the first half, start of the second half, but then we come into it and yeah, difficult. So it was the same when we come here last time. It's a tough game.
What do you put it down to, those problems you had at the back?
I think partly we're asking the lads to play from the back, and that wasn't an easy pitch to play on. I think everybody could see there were a lot of balls given away on both sides. So, but we have to improve our concentration levels as well, and our decision making in those moments. And it's an area that certainly we can improve.
No, it's not all negative, you know. We are just disappointing because we set high standards that we want to go on and achieve and win and win and win. And sometimes you can't always do that. And if you can't always do that, it's important not to lose the game. So, like you said, we're top of the group at the minute. We're 3 games, 3 clean sheets. So things are definitely not all doom and gloom.
A quick word for your goalkeeper, who had an outstanding night, didn't he?
Superb, yeah. We as a team was guilty of putting him in trouble ourselves. It wasn't like at any time in the game where, well, maybe sometimes, but it wasn't like they cut us open and it was through on goal. It was 2 set pieces and a couple of our own back passes that caused Joe to have to pull off the saves he did. And we've seen it time and time again, haven't we, over the years. He's a top keeper and he produced tonight. He was top draw, and we have to thank Joe for the point tonight.
You know, I love being in goal. In training or in games, I love diving around, and tonight was definitely an opportunity for me to enjoy myself. You know, I thought Slovenia executed their plan really well. They made it really congested in the middle for us, and they passed out and got onto us quickly. You know, a few sloppy decisions from some of the boys, but you know, we live together and we stick together. Sometimes people, you know, have a bad moment, and it was my job to get people out of that moment, just like many times they've done the same for me. So you've got to work together as a unit, and that's what we did tonight.
As you say, things to build on. What will you be looking to do over the course of the next month, first of all, but also when the players get back together?
Yeah, well, I think it's an opportunity now to really go and see the players in their club environment a bit more. You know, I hadn't had the chance before this week to really study how all of those players play. We've tried to keep some consistency with the selection, and we had to deal with an enormous number of injury pull-outs as well. So it's been a remarkable series of events. But as I say, we're still top of that qualifying group.